Hades. How can I do this game
It's never
justice? I
bedtime
mean,
here.
it is pretty awesome. If you like roguelike games, or just, like adventure games like this, you need a controller for sure. But just top-down, third-person, it's just great. The presentation is really what makes it special. If you look at this faded list, it's kind of like a list of prophecies, and it's just your achievement list, but I just love how they present that. This Mirror of Night is how you permanently upgrade your character. You earn darkness, I guess, in the dungeon, and when you leave the dungeon, that's what you bring back with you, and you can spend it at the Mirror of Night, and there's 2 options for every row, so you can kind of customize your playstyle a little bit. And when I say presentation, a lot of it has to do with the dialogue, as far as the voiceovers and the writing. But of course the gameplay is fun too, or it wouldn't be a good game. And it relies heavily on the random dungeon generator that makes every playthrough unique, and you always get unique boons and powers from the gods. The house contractor has a lot of cosmetic stuff for basically our house where we're at now. But the work orders have a lot of good things that improve the dungeon that you fight in. So you might find extra health or store items during your playthrough.
Absolutely denied.
So yeah, that guy at the desk is my pops, Hades, and this is the underworld that he rules over. Basically, I'm a disgruntled youth that wants to get away from the life as we know it, knows that there's a bigger world out there, and the task is to escape the underworld, which obviously I haven't done yet, because it's a roguelite.
Okay.
So in this room, just beyond the bedroom, we have Skelly, which is our punching bag. See, I'm beating up on him. And our weapon selection is around the room as well. And you can also carry a trinket with you, which you get most of the trinkets from the different characters. If you give them a gift, sometimes they'll give you a gift in return.
I should take my spear.
Care for a warm-up with that?
So I'm practicing the different attacks with this spear weapon, and there's a regular attack, a spin attack, a dash attack, and you can throw your spear and recall it as well. But it looks like I'm going to go with the sword because it's the most basic, and I've played the game for a month or two.
Nothing there, sorry.
And it'll be a good starting point. As far as trinkets, the Lucky Tooth is the best, but I don't need it for the first chapter, probably. I've got good enough I can get through it without dying. It basically resurrects you when you die. Spiked Collar is another favorite. It gives you bonus max life, but I'm going to go with the Cosmic Egg because I can go into the Cosmic Realm, I guess, for free, which normally it costs a little bit of life to go in there. So this is the dungeon and the start of my escape attempt, and they always start you with a boon from the gods.
You're not alone. You're not alone down there, okay? Here, let me show you.
I mean, how can I not go with Epic if they're going to give it to me off the bat? So a lot of times you'll see me leading off with a spell, which is, you see these red crystals. When you cast a spell, you drop a red crystal, and you can't cast a spell until you pick up the crystal again. And the reason I like to lead off with it is because you do added damage to a target too if they have one of your crystals embedded in them. There's also a lot of traps, like these spike traps here. You can pin enemies up against the wall and beat them down against the wall for added damage as well. And sometimes you can knock down pillars and other environmental things on the heads of enemies to do damage. Oh, there's some of that darkness on the ground that I need for permanent upgrades.
More darkness.
And you can choose your own path through these doors, and this one will give me a pomegranate at the end of the room, which will upgrade one of the boons that I got from the gods.
Weak. Delicious.
See, this is upgrading the boon I got earlier
Zesty.
from the archer chick.
Let's fight. Good, come on in. Okay.
We'll go with a little bit of max life, I guess.
Good for the health.
Okay, so a portal to the netherworld opened up, and like I
Might as
said,
well.
I didn't have to sacrifice any life to go in there because I have the trinket.
Since the small round catalyst which I provided you has been of value some days, it is my hope it makes your journeys to this space less difficult, perhaps inducing them on a more frequent
And
interval.
there she is, referencing the trinket that she gave me. And it looks like I have to suffer a debuff for a couple of the chambers I need to fight through before I get any benefit from them.
Decision.
Exclamation mark means special encounter, and I'm all about it.
Good morning, or whenever.
Hello. Hey, quick question, Sisyphus. You seen the other Fury sisters lately?
I've not seen the other Fury sisters in some time now that you mention it. Just Megara, the kindly one. And she is quite a handful on her own. I'll keep an eye out for the other two.
Megara is the first boss. So yeah, I don't really need healing, but he's nice enough to give me darkness, or Karen's ogles, which is the currency in the game, and you have to spend them in the dungeon. You
Here
can't
you are.
take them with you when you
Cheers,
die
mate.
like darkness.
You can do it.
Tombstone. Just great.
I've never seen this before.
One less giant evil crystal, then.
It's such a cruelty that your father hid the knowledge of your birth and life from us, my cousin. It's unacceptable.
A stronger basic attack is always good.
damned lost souls with nowhere left to turn congregate in deepest Tartarus, where they fuse together with the earth itself into odious forms which defy description.
They basically turn into big crystals. Gemstones.
Gemstones are the currency for house upgrades.
Where now?
Interloper!
Surrounded.
Gotta survive the time limit.
Who is going to clean all of this up?
Our choices on doors here, we have nectar and keys. Nectar is what you use as gifts. Keys are used to unlock weapons, which you have all of them, and also the permanent perks, which you get at the Mirror of Night.
No chance. Sweet nectar.
So yeah, as I was saying, the keys unlock the perks, but that doesn't take
see what's
away
in
from the
here.
fact that you still need darkness to buy them. And this is a Well of Karen that I had the house contractor install, and it's basically a store. This is Karen's store himself, not just the wells. And it usually symbolizes the calm
I finally met
before the
Hermes,
storm,
got a
so
swiftness,
probably a
travel,
boss
bringing
fight
souls
in
of the
the next
departed to
room.
your boat. Calls you his professional associate. You and you've been working together for a while, haven't you? You don't say.
Here, have the gift of nectar.
Glad you like it, mate. Thank you for helping me out with your supply, even if you fleece me with those prices.
So you can see I've given him 2 gifts now. The first time he gave me a gift in return. If I give him 2 more gifts, it looks like there's an ellipses, which I don't know what that means, obviously.
Yum. Well, this is awkward.
I sincerely hope that you enjoy these meetings with me while you can. I know I will.
Now that's a rather ominous thing to say to someone, Meg. Care to explain in terms an idiot like me could understand?
Lord Hades is exploring other options. He has no confidence in my ability to stop you anymore. Though maybe it isn't too late for me to change his mind. Assistance.
Not yet.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna die, but luckily I have a trait that allows me to respawn, not the trinket.
Not so fast.
You're running out of chances, Zagreus.
So much more.
Oh, that was too close.
Yes.
Now, after that first boss fight, I go to a new zone, but before then I can heal up a little bit, and I can swap out my trinket, which is why I didn't pick the revive trinket, I guess. You can only be revived once from the trinket, so I saved it for now, knowing that I had the trait, you know, in case I did die in the first zone.
Okay.
You can't take your money with you when you die, so you might as well spend it all.
Going up. Ugh, this heat. Just a few rides across the Phlegathon and up we go. Are there? Look what I found. The power of the gods.
These special chests will give you rewards based on how fast you can kill the enemies that spawn, but I don't really need gems because Like I said, most of the house upgrades are cosmetic, and I've got most of the ones that are useful for now.
On to the next one. Want to fight? Right on cue. I'll take it.
Goddamn lava is just one more hazard here, and with not many ways to heal, it could be a pain.
Oh, good. This has to be the chamber renovation I put in.
Well, luckily I just found a way to heal, but that's pretty rare.
Ooh, this sounds fun.
Wow, I can't believe I had full life and lost to this mini-boss.
There goes the power couple. In the name of Hades. Slam dancers.
Getting some strong Diablo vibes all of a sudden. I think it's the music and fire.
Bone rakers.
Well, there you have it, the inevitable. Never really got any good boons from the gods, so it was sort of a failed run from the beginning.
Going toe-to-toe with one of those bloodless bone rakers didn't go so well, huh? Next time they're ripping you to shreds, remember, that's your signal to be someplace else instead.
Thanks for the tip.
Well, my death seems to have put Dad in a good
My
mood.
records indicate that you've collected earnings based on some of your accomplishments there, boy. I suppose you need an income of your own, having decided to cut ties and all.
What, you mean the bounties that you've offered up to anybody capable of beating Meg and all your other guardians out there? Don't you think that puts a lot of undue pressure on them, knowing that you've turned them into targets?
They must do better than they have, else they shall be replaced. If they're to grow in their respective roles, they have to know their weaknesses. And so do I. That you collect the bounties for it matters not.
Be sure to add those to the list of words you'll eat someday.
Enough. Get out.
The much-feared Cerberus licks endlessly at something on the floor.
Take care, boy. More pets are certainly in order here.
Come forth. Quickly. So?
Achilles on break, I guess.
No. Denied.
I have to ask you something, Nix. What is this debt you owe my father anyway? Forgive my eavesdropping, it's just I heard the two of you discussing things and it came up.
I was here long before your father. The responsibility to govern fell to me. Yet I could not manage on my own. I shape the darkness, ensure the integrity of the domain. I am less prone to census-taking and administering rules. I receded from such responsibilities.
It was too much even for you. So, when Father arrived, you welcomed him? He helped?
I was quite skeptical of him at first. I thought his presence merely a cruel trick of fate. But he worked diligently from the start. Soon there was order where once there was none. I fashioned this house for him, and I maintain it still. We remain in partnership, in interdependency.
He has never taken advantage of you? Of your generosity?
No, child. He has not. He can be short with me, as you have seen, but that is the extent of it. We have found ways to reconcile disagreements. Though your relationship with him, it is more complicated than my own, I fear.
I'm sure we can reconcile our disagreements all the same.
Denied.
I swear you're right. That one is such an idiot. Oh, anyway, I'd best get back to work. Next round's on me, Dusa, and you take care.
You take care too, Miss May. Thanks for the drink. Bye now.
They get along at least.
Well.
Night and darkness.
I'll keep putting points into max health, of course. Not nearly enough keys to unlock the next 2 talents.
All set.
Looking good. Pal, thanks again for that nectar bottle from before. Stuff just goes right through me like you won't believe. Though I hope you're not going around giving that stuff away to every bozo you know.
What, Skelly? You worry something bad is going to happen if I express a bit of generosity from time to time through our somewhat illicit gift-giving custom around here?
No, I'm worried you'll be wasting your time. If you give that stuff away, don't expect to get anything back. Well, not after the first time, anyway. Usually. I'm just saying, don't get you...
Maybe I just want to show thanks to my friends for its own...
Sure.
Oh, nice. I'm using the trident on my subsequent run through, and I got like a boon that split it into 3.
Much better.
And I got a pretty nice dash too. That's like a tidal wave.
Let's see what's up for sale.
So yeah, I got a good feeling about this run. And I'm about to fight Megara again.
Care on, mate. I don't suppose you've given any further thought to my proposal to just, you know... I'll take that as a no. Olympus. Got some zest. Let's check on Master Chaos. Darkness.
As we become acquainted, son of Hades, I shall make myself quite clear in one respect. I fear I have a lack of patience for discussion. When visiting, please merely listen, accept my mark, and...
Merely listen, so it's just like when I get those messages from the Olympians. Wait, you did just prompt me, Master Chaos, didn't you? Or should I have remained silent just now?
I cannot offer you advice, but you were prompted, yes. You may speak freely, then or any time, despite my wishes that you not do so. Absolute silence is my general preference. You shall have it.
My God-given gifts are pretty good. I might as well enhance them.
Another key. Nice to meet you.
What the hell happened to Meg?
Hey, you must be one of Meg's sisters. Nice to finally meet you. My name is Agrius. Not murderer. Definitely not.
Murderer. Murderer.
Look, I've done some things that maybe aren't great, but I am very, very sure I haven't murdered anyone.
Murderer.
What is she?
Pretty sick of dying to the first boss, though, but I've never seen her before.
Got to keep going. should help. I'll just go on that. The Bone Hydra awaits. More slam dancers. Haven't you learned your lesson yet? Rakers. Let's call it even. Of chaos has expired. Off we go. Best spot in Asphodel.
Hate witches.
What can you do?
I love Dionysus, though.
I gotta hand it to you, Zach. You don't back down. You don't ever back down. What is this, like the 20th time that you've attempted to escape?
I love that it remembers things about the past for dialogue purposes, like the fact that I've run about 20 runs, and earlier he said something about evening the score when I killed the monster that killed me in the previous run.
Though some are able to perfect the trade and continue even here.
I'm sure the Witches' Circle will reconvene soon enough. Burn flingers.
I really like Dionysus's boon that enhances my spell, so I lob like a fog that slows down the enemy. It's great.
Check the old well. Should be handy. The gods want me to pick a favorite.
That's new.
You are most generous.
Yeah, any resurrection spell is key.
That's definitely not the choice I would have made, nephew. Because for me to side against myself, why, that would make no sense at all.
I'm sorry, Uncle. Let's give him a show then.
Truly finely fought indeed, nephew. And I've a suitable reward here just for you. Don't even know what I was mad about.
God, the characters are so personable in this game. And even when you die and go back home, it's comforting. It's not too, like, punishing. Kind of like in Dead Cells. You know, it wasn't really great when you died. Even though the mechanics of Dead Cells are similar in that you get stronger every time you die, and you know, I haven't really figured out the calls in this game. I know you press right trigger, but I never know when. Well, I can't go wrong with Urge to Kill, plus 8% damage to every type of attack. Well, I've made it to the fabled Bone Hydra, which I've only faced once.
should fetch me something good back home.
Well, it's a damn good thing I paid for an extra resurrection or whatever I did to get 2 of them, because I definitely died twice.
Never been this far. Got it.
Oh, I'm like practically free already.
The fields of Elysium.
The rare heavenly splendors of Elysium, reserved for only the most great of mortal souls, spread forth luxuriantly all about the fire-stepping prince.
Luxuriantly? Really? Bright swords. That eyeball, is that him? One's rearming. He's fully recovered.
That's good. She likes to put a lot of thought and stuff in everything. It's all a little much, if you ask me.
Split us.
Finally utilized the throw trident move.
Come, heroes of Elysium, and vanquish the intruder. Worthless wretches.
There we go. All mine.
Yeah, like I said, these chests drop bigger rewards based on how fast you kill the dudes.
chariot. Good enough to eat. Juicy. Soul-sucking butterflies.
When I first notified Lord Father Zeus and other members of our family of your existence, Zagreus, it was Uncle Poseidon here who first leapt up and pledged his power over sea and earth to you. Is that not so, Uncle?
Exactly so, Athena. You with that fine memory of yours. For it isn't every day I learn my doleful brother Hades sired a fine son. He does not know how good he has it there. And you, nephew, could have it even better here.
Well, naturally I gotta go with this new style duo boom. But I should probably go with Last Stand and get a new res. I don't know.
Two blessings are better than one.
Shit, I probably won't even make it to another boss because my life is so low, and I think I only get +3 hit points every time I enter a new room.
Strong those. Die by Varatha.
Yeah, I probably made a mistake there at the end with that decision at the store, but that's kind of the beauty of the game, too.
Alright then.
I understand that you created quite a stir within Elysium. An all-out brawl within Eternal Paradise.
You call that paradise? It's just a bunch of shades bored out of their former skulls, itching for a chance to feel alive again.
What would you know of it? The greatest mortals have their every need fulfilled within that place. Dread to hear what they shall say of all of this.
You'll find out soon enough.
Well, I can finally free Orpheus.
I'd say our court musician suffered quite
Whatever
enough.
that does.
Besides, I miss his cheerful disposition.
Oh, hello.
Ah, Orpheus.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I understand you liberated me from my eternal punishment. And so I have returned to serve your father here. Thanks.
Orpheus, you're back. Look, don't get on Father's bad side like that and you're going to be fine. Besides, right now I think he's angry with me.
I grieve for you, my friend. But if you've come to ask me for a song, why, I'm afraid I must stand firm about my answer.
It's all right. Father can't make you sing if you don't want to.
Make your claim. Is that so?
Achilles, wanted to ask you more about the weapons I've been using. They can change shape. So they've molded themselves to suit me and remember their past wielders, something like that?
Something like that. They seem alive, don't they? Taking everything in. I think they long predate even your father's time. Some have seen many different owners. Chances are you shall not be the last.
In the meantime, I'll take good care of them.
There's a couple doors in this
Don't
hall
think
with
I'm welcome in
Achilles
there.
that are locked.
I'm waiting.
I'll give the gift of nectar to Orpheus.
Hey, mate, here. I got this for my favorite court musician.
Oh my, but you can't simply be this kind to me without retaliation on my part, my friend. And so, in turn, I have a gift for you.
You're too kind, mate.
I'm waiting.
I've been calling them trinkets, but they're called keepsakes, I guess.
Got anything good?
Could always use some more
Just what I was
keys
looking
to
for.
unlock those last few talents.
Here you go.
Well,
Here's
that's
the
all I have
gemstones
to say
then.
about Hades for now. Maybe one day I'll meet the gods in person, eh?
Moving.